Salutations! Hi! Welcome back to my channel. It's so bright here in Florida and today has been so weird. It started off where me and my husband were like traveling looking for Pokemon like all morning, and then we got a call from his dermatologist and he had to get melanoma cut off of his leg, and it's just been at the doctor's office. Been crazy, super weird, high stress day, like ugh. But caught lots of Pokemon. My husband's okay. He's resting right now, so all's good. But I did mean to do this video, and I was going to do it earlier, but like I said, things were kind of weird, so I'm going to do it now in the weirdest part of the day when it's super bright. So anyway, I wanted to talk about my favorite bronzers and favorite products that I use to help sculpt and contour my face. So if you're interested in seeing my likes, keep watching. Okay. Most of this video is going to be about bronzers, but I do have two palettes that I like to use when I contour my face. Now I said this previously, and I'll probably say it until the day I die. I do not like to super sculpt chisel my face. I have a very soft jawline. I don't really have a double chin unless I go like this. But even when I was really teeny tiny and very athletic, my jawline has always been, there's always been this little bit of, you know, pudge. So if I tried to contour, and when I used to contour it really dramatically, it just looked dirty, you know, like it didn't look good on me. I might not have been using the right products. And same thing like when I was like chiseling my face, like I don't have high cheekbones. I've always had kind of puffy cheeks because I like to eat a lot of salt. So what I like to do is do a very loose contour, just enough to kind of add some dimension. But if I do straight two chiseled lines, it just doesn't look good on me. So there are a few products that I like to use specifically when I'm contouring my face to give it some dimension so it doesn't look like a weird potato, and it has a little bit of shape to it. So I'm going to share the contouring palettes with you and the brushes that I use with that, and then I'm going to go into my favorite bronzers because I have a lot of bronzers. Alright, let's go. Before I get into the palettes real quick, I'm going to talk about the brushes that I use. This is a lot. This is for my bronzer and my contour. This is my multi-purpose amazing Wayne Goss airbrush. I gush about this all the time. As soon as I got this brush, I knew it was going to be one of those multitasking amazing brushes I use for just about everything. I will link my review below. Definitely, like, it's an amazing brush. Oh my gosh, love it, love it. This is a new brush that I got recently, but I absolutely love this for doing light contour application. I love big fluffy brushes for things like this. This is the powder brush from La Mer. I got this one. This is the tapered brush. I forget what it's called. I forget. This is one of the collaborations between hakuho-do and SEPHORA. I got these on sale and I really enjoy it. They're synthetic brushes. They're made really well and they're fun to use. I like them. They weren't too bad. This is my most amazing brand new Z4 Chikuhodo brush from the Z series. Love this for contouring and bronzers. This is one of my fan brushes. This is from, let's see what this is called, number 43 from the SEPHORA Professional series. I know I mentioned in my brush video that I was, in my recent brush haul, that I had gotten a set of SEPHORA Professional brushes for like $200, and I loved them, but then after a while I realized I needed things that were better, and I've been replacing all of them. This is one of them that I've kept on to. It's really good. This is the most amazing little contour brush. Holy crap, this is from e.l.f. Don't think it has a name. It's like $6. I adore this. And last but not least is before I got the this guy. Let me grab it. Before I got this guy, I was using this one from Morphe. This is the Morphe E2, and I still use this sometimes. I really like it. It's nice and dense. It's really soft. It gets the job done very well. And I love these guys. Okay, now those are my brushes that I use. Now I only use two contour palettes. What I do is I'll contour my face first, then I'll apply bronzer and blush and highlight, and that's how I normally do it. So the two contour palettes that I use are Kat Von D Shade and Light. This is my second or third one of these. I don't remember. I use them all the time. I normally dip into these two right here and this one. If I'm contouring my nose or I'm looking like I need to kind of set my makeup a little bit more and I just put away all my powders, I like this one. I think this is a little bit too neutral to use as a highlight, if that makes any sense on my face. I like something that has a little bit of contrast when I do it, which is why I really love this one. This one's a little dark for it. It just looks like whenever I use this one that I just chose a powder that didn't match my face. But generally I adore this palette. The second palette, I'm just putting my stuff everywhere. The second palette that I absolutely love is I love this Marc Jacobs Instamarc palette. This is in 20 Dream Filter. I travel with this. It's got a nice big mirror. I absolutely love it. The colors are perfect for me. This is the perfect match if I want to get a nice deep look. The way that it looks on my skin, it does look like a shadow, even though it's just this nice cool like light shadowy brown. Like, I don't know if it makes any sense. It looks perfect, and this is the perfect color to kind of highlight areas and brighten it up a little bit. So I absolutely adore this palette. I also like the case. This again is perfect for travel. Sometimes I'll even throw this in my bag if I'm going to an art show or I'm going to be not at the house for a while. I love this palette. So those are the two contouring palettes, and those are the brushes that I use to contour my face and add the bronzers. But I really want to talk about my bronzers because I love my bronzers, so let's get to that part, shall we? I'm not going to go in any particular order. Now, some of these are bronzers. Some of these, or at least one of these, isn't a bronzer, but I use it as a bronzer or a contour or a mix of a bronzer when I want to add some warmth to my face. Now quickly, when I contour here. I go under here just lightly, very lightly. I don't chisel it in front. I will generally take whatever's left on my brush after I put it on my cheeks and up here, and I just kind of go under here just to give it a little tiny bit of color without going too much. Sometimes I'll do it with the contour, like from the Shade and Light palette. Sometimes I'll go over it with a bronzer. It depends. Then my bronzer, if I contour here and here, my bronzer will go a little bit more in to just give my skin a little bit of color. And it also helps bring out the contour a little bit more and bring more dimension to my face. It works really well. My favorite at the current time being, is this one from Guerlain. I have two Guerlain ones here. This is a really old one that I've had forever. I sanitize all of my products like twice a month, like every 2 weeks. I'm like a stickler for that. I'm really weird. But this is my Terracotta Paused It. I think that's what it's called. This is the special limited edition bronzer that came out this summer. It's absolutely beautiful. When I ran out, I usually use Terracotta color, I think 3, which is what's on the outside, and on the inside it's just this beautiful, I don't know exactly what color it is, just like pop of color. So if I don't want to use this, I can go around with my brush really easily and just get the outside, but sometimes I like just like a pop of color if I don't want to wear any blush, just a bronzer. This is beautiful. Plus it smells beautiful. I love the smell of terracotta bronzers. So this is my favorite. I love it. Terracotta, I think 03 is just my favorite bronzer in general. This one, I forget what year this is from. I'm really bad. This is the Sun Celebration. Firstly, the packaging on these is so cool. Secondly, this one was just, I love it so much. You've got the colors right here. I believe it's 03. I think this is a different blush than the one that I have right now. And then it's got this orange right here. This gives your skin such a beautiful, just healthy glow. I love using this. Smells like that one too. It smells amazing. So this is one that I like to use a lot also. I actually really prefer to use this one in the fall though. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's just the way that the orange and the blush play with the bronzer on my skin. It just looks really beautiful for fall, but I have been wearing this a little bit more recently. So those are my terracotta bronzers from Guerlain. I absolutely adore them, and I love this packaging. When they come out with this packaging, it's really cool and nice and luxe and makes me feel fancy because I need help feeling fancy. I love them. Next three I'm going to talk about are my drugstore bronzers, and I love them all very much. I've obviously gushed about this before. This is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. This gives me this light, beautiful, just dimension to my skin. It makes my skin look sun-kissed. It's really beautiful. I love the way it smells. I love the way it goes on. I love the formula. Everything about this is incredible. Let me find the next one I love is this e.l.f. one. This is a blusher bronzer duo. I actually got this because I really like the blush, but then as I was using the bronzer, I really liked it. This gives me a nice glow to my skin. It's really blendable. It lasts all day, and then when I pair it with the blush, it's really beautiful. I think this was only $4, so this was a big steal. The other moving around again. The other drugstore one is from Makeup Revolution. I only have one problem with this palette, and I will show you. It's got a nice big mirror. The only problem I have with this palette is the pans are so small. They're like the size of a silver dollar or $50, I don't know. So what I do is when I use this, let me grab my Morphe brush, I will go like this, and then I'll put it on my face, or I'll go like this, or like this, or like this. So I have to use like a quadrant when I use this palette. However, the colors are beautiful. They look really nice on. They're very flattering for my skin tone. They're blendable. They last all day. I really, really, really like this palette. I think this palette was only 10 bucks. So I like Makeup Revolution products. I've only really had a problem with one of their products, but generally that's an amazing palette and I reach for it all the time. All right, the next one is from Givenchy. I say Givenchy. This is their, oh my gosh, Givenchy Crocier Powder Bon Mine Healthy Glow Powder, the Healthy Glow Powder. This is in color 4. I really love this. This has just a slight bit of shimmer to it. Normally I really like matte bronzers, but I do sometimes like just a little bit of shimmer if I'm going for a more of a glowy look. I do reach for this a lot. I've been using it forever and it lasts forever. I mean, it looks like I barely put a dent in this bronzer, but I use it all the time. So I can say that this product lasts forever. I love the packaging. It has a nice magnetic closure. Feels really secure. It's got a very generous mirror. I haven't even taken this thing off of it, and I don't really use it for the mirror, but I do really love this powder. I actually got this powder when I was out of my Terracotta, and I ran to a Sephora, and there was like no major department store in the mall that had Terracotta, and I was too lazy to drive like to the mall that had Neiman Marcus or Saks, but they had a Sephora, and so I went to the Sephora and I was like, do you have anything like Terracotta? And they're like, this is really close, and I was like, I swatched it, I'm like, yeah, it's close. I ended up getting my Terracotta like 2 weeks later. That was the one that I just ran out of, but I do love this and I do use this. It's pretty great. And I would probably, if I ever run out of this, I would probably rebuy this again. Next up is the bronzer I just got. I just hauled this like a week ago, but I've been using it like every day. Like I'm wearing it today. The light doesn't really let you see it's changing. I know the light's changing. I've been wearing this like every day. Freaking love this. This is the, cannot pronounce it again to save my life. This is the Sahariennes from YSL. This is in Fire Opal. I might go back and get the one in Jasper as well. It's the warmer, darker one than this. I freaking love this. Firstly, I've been using it every day and it still looks brand spanking new, but it's only a week old. But sometimes with products like this, you use it for a week and then it's already looking dull, but this still looks really pretty, which makes me very happy because I always get sad when my products look all worn and gross. This lasts all day. It's very blendable. It looks really beautiful. I love to pair this with, hold on, let me grab it. I love to pair these two together. These two look beautiful together. See if I can show you like the colors. Oop, there goes a little sponge that I never use. So here's this color, right? And here's this color. They're like, I know you can't really tell because like this is like a warmer version of this, but they're like on the same, they're the same tone. So when I put this one on first, so I'll put this one like I'll use this brush for the butter bronzer and I'll put it here. I'll put it everywhere because it's really light, but it looks really beautiful. And then it goes over my contour. My contour is still very defined. It's defined as I like it. And then I'll take this brush, my Z-9 brush, and go in with this and kind of go over my contour with this brush, which is amazing for that. And it just, everything looks beautiful. I look like I have some type of sun on my skin, even though I shirk away from it because I'm so pale. So I always have a huge amount of SPF, so this is the only way I can get any kind of color, but these two together are gorgeous. Last but not least is neither a bronzer nor a contour product, but I actually use it if I'm not going to be wearing a lot of makeup. And this is my my MAC Studio Tech. This is my cream foundation in NW20. This is about 2 shades darker than me. And so actually, if I'm just going to be putting on, like if I'm using tinted moisturizer and I don't want to put too much more on my skin and I want just a little touch of color, I use this. And what I do is I just take a damn beauty blender, I just take a drop of oil, and I put a drop of oil in here, mix around my beauty blender, and I just dab it here and just around here and on the sides of my nose. And it just gives me a little bit of color and dimension to my face. It blends really beautifully in with my moisturizers. And then usually I'll just throw on some mascara and lip gloss, and that'll be my literally like trying low maintenance day of makeup. The light's hitting my face all funny. So anyway, those are my bronzers. Blah, blah, blah. Those are my bronzers and contour products. Those are my favorite bronzers and my favorite contour products. These are the only two contour palettes that I have. I really want to get the Lunatics one, the big one that everyone loves about that looks like a zombie on the front. I just haven't gotten around to buying it yet, mostly because in the summer I don't contour too much because the sun is so bright. I don't like putting too many layers on my face, so I usually just stick with a bronzer. But come like fall, I'll probably end up buying it because that's when I tend to like wear a little bit more makeup. But I do love these palettes. I love all of these palettes. My high-end ones, my drugstore ones, they're all really good. I would say if I had to pick my favorite bronzer, it would definitely be the Terracotta one, but a second place is definitely still the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. It's only 15 bucks. But the lights hit me all weird. I keep saying that. Ugh. But anyway, these are great products. I really, really love them. I love bronzers. When I first started wearing makeup, I kind of shied away from bronzers. I'm trying to like get away from the sun. There we go. I kind of shied away from bronzers because my skin was so pale, and like I never was one to fake tan, or because like I'm so pale that it just I never thought it would look good on me. But when I started doing my makeup and I started like, I got like a sample of a bronzer in and I used it, I realized it really livened up my complexion, made my makeup look really good, made my face look a lot better and not so funkily shaped. You know, everything about it just was really great. And so I became like obsessed with bronzers at that point, and I'm still obsessed with bronzers. I think my favorite makeup goes from like highlighters to bronzers to liquid lipsticks or lip products to blush to eyeshadow to eyeliner. You know, it goes down the list, but definitely it's up there as like top 3. Like love it, love it, love it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I'm sorry the lighting's kind of weird, but again, I had such a stressful, weird morning. I'm going to put all my makeup away and I'm gonna go walk around my neighborhood and try and catch some Pokemon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can't even talk today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this content, if you like me, if you like stuff like this, feel free to subscribe. It's free. I'm free. I put out new videos every Monday through Friday, and sometimes I put them out on the weekends. So I will always have something for you to watch. If you don't want to, or you know, that's fine. At least enjoyed the fact that you watched this video. But in any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy, and I hope you have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye.